Hello, my divine kings and queens. I'm back to do another message. Quick message for you guys. Some of you guys right now, you're in God's waiting room, and you have to be patient in this season and in this period as you're in God's waiting room, because everything that God has promised you, He has every intention of giving it to you. For some of you, you've already started seeing certain things open up and happen for your life, right? Because for some of you, depending on when you started on your journey or when certain things started happening for you, some of you guys were already in God's waiting room. And maybe you were in this waiting room or in this waiting period for 3 months or 5 months or 6 months or what have you. But for a lot of you, some of you grow weary and not understanding, why is it that things have to be paused, or why do I have to wait for these blessings that God has in store for me? You know, this is a message for some of you. And the reason for that is sometimes God wants us. He has us right where He wants us to be. Sometimes it can be to develop a closer relationship with Him. For some of us, it can be, like I said, sometimes in God interceding and intercepting in our life, it's to develop a closer relationship with Him so that you can see things from a different perspective, right? Sometimes we have to understand why certain things happen in our life. You get me what I'm saying? And it's for God to, when God is using us as His vessels, right? And we allow God to use us for His will and for His purpose. We may not understand all the times the plans that He has for us. We may not understand sometimes or even have control over what it is that He has in store for us when He plans on giving it to us. But while we're in this waiting room, this is a time for you to understand Him, for you to go closer with Him, and for you to pray more than what you've been doing, right? So that you can receive the guidance and the advice and the communication from Him that He needs you to receive. For some of us, we're in this waiting room because there's certain tests that we've failed before in the past, and we need to sit down, just like when you take a test and you fail it, and the teacher go over all the answers that were wrong, and they say, go over these answers because this is going to be on the final, right? You know, that quiz that you failed in the past, God may have you in this waiting room to go over all those failures in your life, right? All those mishaps, you know, all those delays, all those setbacks, because He's telling you, I love you. I am not having you in this waiting room for as long as I'm having you here. You can get out just as quick as you want to. You can be here for as long as you want to. But take as much time as you need to go over these failures, to go over, you know what I'm saying, these setbacks, to go over, you know, things that you need to analyze and reassess about your life, because this is going to appear on the final. There's always going to be times where God is going to test us to see if we're implementing, you know, the lessons, if we're implementing His teachings in our life. None of us are perfect. We all have our ups and downs. We all have our trials and tribulations, but we have to learn from it. I keep telling you this. Okay? So while you're in this waiting room, be patient. While you're in this waiting room, be understanding. While you're in this waiting room, continue to put your faith in Him and develop a closer relationship with Him. And whatever that may be, take time out to cut out what you need to back up from what you need to, right? So that you can heal, so that you can grow, and so that you can listen and receive the necessary communication and guidance that you need from Him. That's why you're in this waiting room. So use this time wisely. And until next time, I want you to stay prayed up and be blessed. I love you.